Hello, welcome to our orientation lecture to public administration. In this first chapter, in this first lecture of the series, we're going to study an introduction to public administration, which is your optional paper, UPSC mains examination. Okay. So in this lecture, we are going through two areas. Number one, conceptual focus of public administration as an optional paper. Number two, syllabus breakdown of paper 1 of public administration optional paper. So, dear friends, the conceptual focus of public administration. Here, see friends, we all know the government has three pillars. There are three pillars of the government, one being the legislative. Let me choose the circle. Okay, the number one being the legislative arm of the government, the number two, executive arm of government, and the number three, judiciary arm of the government. The legislative arm of the government is responsible for formulation of policies. Formulation of policies hota hai, huh? And the executive part of the government, it is responsible for the implementation of the policies or the law. And the judiciary, its job is dispute settlement process through interpretation of laws. So if there are any disputes between the legislative and the various governments of India, that is the union government and state governments, or if there is a dispute between the state governments, judiciary comes into play and it does dispute settlement through the interpretation of the law. Okay, and the academic study of this legislative is called as politics. It is called as politics, and the academic study of judiciary is called as law, and the academic study of this executive, my friends, is called as public administration. So our focal area, therefore executive side of government, is the focus area of public administration. So we will be studying the executive part of the government in a detailed manner. This public administration is the law in action, it is law in implementation, whereas legislative is its job is law formulation, whereas executive branch or the public administration, its job is law in action, law in implementation. It implements or executives or implements the laws and public policies, my friends. So there are two types of executives. Number one, democratic executive. Number two, bureaucratic executive. So as we discussed earlier, just a few seconds ago, the legislative part of the government is responsible for formulation of laws, for making of laws. Once these laws are made, based on these laws, public policies will be made, my friends. Based on these laws, many public policies, for example, the legislative passed the Article 21A of the Constitution, which makes free and education of fundamental rights, free and compulsory education for children aged between 14 years. Now, this law is brought by the Parliament, by the legislative. So based on this law, the democratic executive formulates many policies. For example, it brings national education policy, national skill policy. Based on these laws, laws will be formulated by the legislative, and based on these laws, our democratic executive, which is one of the two types of executive, formulates many policies, my friends. And once this policy is formulated, the bureaucratic arm, the bureaucratic executive implements these policies. So under public administration, we'll be studying 20% of this democratic executive, and the remaining 80% focus will be on the bureaucratic executive, my friends. And this democratic executive are nothing but they're the people's representative. They may be ministers, ministers, cabinet ministers, council of ministers, ministers of state, ministers of independent charge, my friends. And these bureaucratic executives, they are nothing but the joint secretaries, the cabinet secretaries, IAS officers. All these comprises of bureaucratic executive, my friends. And this will be the main focus, as we'll be studying 80% from this area. And this is nothing but this comprises of an hierarchical structure, my friend. ऊपर में कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी रहेगा, उसके नीचे secretary and joint secretaries, IAS officers. So this is the structure of bureaucratic executive. So my friends, if we compare public administration throughout the world, 60% of the areas of the academic concepts of public administration are similar throughout the world, my friend. This is the universal concepts. These are similar in the bureaucratic universal concept. This is similar in the bureaucratic structure of USA. Some concepts will be USA, and it will be similar in India also. So all over the world, in many countries, this concept, which is administrative theory, will be the same. Whereas if we see in another way, all the countries are not same, my friends. There are a lot of cultural differences between many countries. So the culture of India is different from the culture of Japan, where the culture of subcontinent is different than the culture of the Western world. So because of this difference in cultural ecology, my friends, the public administration or the executive branch of the government will be different in different parts of the world or in different countries. So this 40%, the remaining 40%, as I told, the remaining 40% will be 40% of public administration will be studying in this part, that is Indian administration. And this administrative theory forms the paper 1 of our syllabus, which is 60% of the overall academic concept of public administration as a subject, and Indian administration will form the paper 2. It will be the paper 2 of our optional paper for UPSC civil services. And under administrative theory, which is paper 1, we will be studying 12 topics, and in paper 2, which is Indian administration, my friends, we will be studying 14 topics. So let me erase this. It is being a very much inconvenient, my friends. Let me make an honest confession. This is my first video which I'm making on YouTube, so I think I'll take some more time to get accustomed to this process. I was actually quite nervous when I started doing this now. Okay, so the next topic is syllabus breakdown. So my friends, there are 3 parts syllabus breakdown, where let's focus on syllabus breakdown of paper 1, not paper 2. Paper 2 we'll do some other day. Today let us understand the syllabus of paper 1. Okay, so paper 1 comprises of 250 marks, and it has 12 topics. It can be divided into 3 parts. The first one being introductory section, which contains only 1 chapter, and that chapter name is Introduction to Public Administration. It consists of the meaning, scope, evolution and significance of public administration as a subject. And our paper 2 will be, our second part in paper 1 will be scholastic section. It consists of 4 chapters. So this is nothing but the research and development in public administration by various thinkers, administrative thinkers and scholars. This is a very important section in our paper 1. 25% of the questions will appear from this section. There are 4 chapters, as I said. The chapter 1 is administrative thoughts. Under this, we'll study 5 schools of thought: the scientific management thought, bureaucratic theory, classical theory of organization, human relation theory, and behavioral theory. And under this, the second chapter will be administrative behavior, under which we'll be studying decision making, communication, morale building, motivation, and leadership. And chapter 3 in this scholastic section will be comparative public administration. And the final chapter, chapter 4, will be developmental dynamics. Under this, we'll deal with the administration in developing countries, in third world countries, and we'll also see how administration is different from Western countries. That is, how administration in the developing countries or the third world countries is different from the Western countries. And the final section will be the practitioners section. Under this, there are 7 chapters we'll be studying. All 7 chapters are accountability and control, administrative law, personal administration, financial administration, techniques of administration improvement, organization, and finally public policy. So my friends, this was the syllabus breakdown of paper 1. There are 12 parts, 12 chapters, and 250, and it comprises of 250 marks. So this paper 1 can be subdivided into 3 parts. Number 1, introductory section, scholastic section, and practitioners section. So my friends, so yes, I agree, it has been gibberish. It was not neat. You can see this is, as I said earlier, this is my first video which I am making on YouTube, so kindly adjust. And so about us, we are known as Paperless Education India, and you can contact us, write to us, and know more about us on www.facebook.com/paperlesseducationindia. And a neat version, I'm leaving a contact in the descriptive section of this YouTube, so you can catch up with us. And you can also write to us at paperlesseduindia@gmail.com. So thank you, see you, subscribe us and follow us on Facebook for any new updates. And our next lecture will be on the first chapter of paper 1 of public administration, that is Introduction to Public Administration. See you.